Hello everyone, my name is Sarah, and today I'm going to share my story with you. If you've ever felt invisible in your own home, stick around, because what happened next might just give you hope. Let's begin.
I was 27, living in a tiny apartment in Chicago's Loop, grinding away at this small tech company called Apex Innovations. It was early 2022. Freezing winters, buzzing fluorescent lights, and me spending night after night at my desk, fingers flying over the keyboard. Our biggest client was a logistics company bleeding thousands every month because their ancient data processing system kept crashing and slowing everything down. I saw my shot. For 3 straight months, I poured everything into it, skipping sleep, ignoring the ache in my back, eyes burning from the screen glow. I built a brand new software system, clean, elegant code with AI optimizations that slashed their processing time by over 40%. Every late-night breakthrough, every line of code, I documented it all. That system wasn't just work, it was mine. Proof that I could actually make a difference. The big presentation day came. Conference room full of client execs in suits. I sat in the back, palms sweaty, heart hammering, ready to walk them through what I'd created. But then my boss Rick stood up. Mid-40s, always in those wrinkled polo shirts. That smug, fake confident smile plastered on his face. He clicked through the slides I'd made and said, "Loud and clear, I designed this system to boost your efficiency. My vision was to bring cutting-edge AI into your workflow. Not one mention of my name." The clients clapped. Rick soaked it up like he'd stayed up all those nights himself. My stomach twisted into knots. Heat rushed up my neck. My hands were shaking under the table. I felt erased, like all those hours, all that sacrifice, meant nothing. As soon as the room cleared, I followed him to his office. Door was half open. He was already lounging back, feet on the desk, scrolling his phone. I stepped in and said, voice tight, "Rick, that was my project. I built it from scratch. Why didn't you say my name?" He looked up slowly, smirked, and leaned back even further. "Sarah, this is business. Credit goes to leadership. That's me." Then he paused, eyes cold, and hit me with it. "You're replaceable. Don't forget that." Those words landed like ice water down my spine. Replaceable? After 90-hour weeks? After giving everything I had? My throat burned. I wanted to scream, to flip the desk. But instead, I just nodded once, turned, and walked out. Inside, though, something broke quietly, dangerously. 2 days later, HR called me in. Windowless room, fake plant in the corner. "Budget cuts," they said, sliding severance papers across the table. Just like that, fired. No real explanation. I packed my desk in dead silence while everyone avoided eye contact. Rick never even showed his face. As I was logging out for the last time, I copied all my personal notes and documentation onto my drive. That's when I noticed it. On the shared servers, unlicensed enterprise software everywhere, Adobe suites. Databases, all pirated copies. And the client data? Sitting on completely unsecured servers. No encryption, open ports. One decent hack away from total disaster. Lawsuits, fines, federal investigations. I didn't say a word to anyone, but I took screenshots, saved logs, kept timestamps, tucked the evidence away like a loaded gun. The next 3 months were brutal. Job applications that went nowhere. Rejection emails piling up. Rent due. Lying awake, replaying his voice. "You're replaceable." The disrespect hurt worse. Like my nights, my effort, my worth didn't count. Some days I cried in the shower, feeling completely powerless. But that evidence just sat there on my drive, waiting. Then things flipped. I landed a job at a cybersecurity compliance firm, better pay. People who actually gave credit, real respect. I threw myself into it, learned audits inside and out. Started feeling like myself again. One morning, my manager drops a thick file on my desk. New audit. Tech company bidding for a federal contract. Your lead on this one? I open it and my heart stops. Apex Innovations. Rick's company. My old nightmare. And the person assigned to audit them? Me. My hands went cold, then hot. This wasn't random. This was the universe handing me the reins. I didn't smile. I just felt come ready. I ran the audit like any other professional, thorough, but I knew exactly where to look. The violations piled up fast. Unlicensed software licenses. Client data stored unsecured. Performance claims inflated way beyond. Reality using numbers from my system, but lying about how much they actually saved. Non-compliant storage practices exposing sensitive info. Everything documented, airtight. On-site audit day, I walked back into that same office. Same buzzing lights. Same stale coffee smell. Rick was in the meeting room, sweating, forcing a smile. Sarah? Wow. Small world. I looked him straight in the eye, voice level. Just here to do the audit, Rick. We presented the findings to their board. The violations were too serious to brush off. The federal contract got suspended immediately. A full investigation kicked off. Clients started pulling out. Money bled out fast. Whispers of layoffs. Then the board did what they had to do. They fired Rick. Security walked him out. Cardboard box in his arms, exactly the way they'd done to me. A month later, my phone buzzed. LinkedIn message from Rick. Things ended rough. Any chance you could put in a word at your firm? I'm looking. I stared at the screen. No anger left. Just cool, quiet satisfaction. I typed back one line. You're replaceable. Don't forget that. Hit send. Blocked him. That night, I sat on my couch, lights low, a glass of wine in my hand. The old hurt was gone. The powerlessness was gone. All that was left was this deep, steady triumph. I never yelled, never made a scene. I just did my job and justice rolled in on its own. Sometimes revenge doesn't need noise. Sometimes it's silent, documented, and completely legal. And when it lands hard. Big event trigger, wedding, holiday, graduation, where betrayal peaks. Secret discovery, hidden, will, money, DNA, recording found quietly. Patient revenge, no immediate fight. Plan smartly. Expose publicly toast speech, projector at event. Climax chaos, shocking reveal gives gasps, tears, arguments, people leaving. Satisfying fallout narrator wins money court. Thrives business, success. Family suffers, sell assets, divorce, isolation. Empowering end, motivational lesson, stand up, secrets don't stay buried. Viral elements,